Welcome back to Afternoon Live. It's an organization providing free empowerment-based self-defense classes and personal safety workshops since 1979. Here to share more, we welcome from Rose City Self-Defense, Toni Fujiwara and Sara Johnson. Thanks for being here, both of you.
Thanks for having us back.
This is fun. We're going to get some action going in a minute. But
yes,
first, let's remind everybody, tell us about Rose City Self-Defense and what y'all do.
So as you said, we're an empowerment-based self-defense program, and what that means is we're very holistic in what we teach. So we actually teach physical self-defense as a last resort.
Okay.
So instead, we're teaching any program, class, workshop, we're talking about trusting and utilizing your intuition. We're talking about being assertive, having situational awareness, using de-escalation skills, and we also think understanding information about healthy and unhealthy relationships is an important part of the knowledge base for empowerment self-defense.
It all ties in, and you can access people of all ages, right? We can talk about what kiddos need to know, and then us adults as well.
Absolutely.
So our community classes are for ages 13 and up, and then we also have the youth classes, which is for ages 11 to 14.
Okay.
And right now we're getting ready to offer our next summer camp, which is in July. It starts the 15th, and so if anybody's interested, please feel free to sign up. They're free, and it's a great way for your kiddos to spend the morning.
It's a great resource. Tell me about what kids would experience if they come to camp.
Oh, it's awesome. So we do a lot of really active. We're going to be busy the whole time. We're going to be practicing where our intuition kicks in and what our response feels like in uncomfortable situations in a really safe space. We're going to teach them how to be assertive and how to set boundaries. And we're going to set those boundaries not just with in dangerous situations, but in low level with our friends, with the adults in our lives. And I love that the previous segment just talked about families creating that space, because we give them the words then to really set those boundaries and give the full breadth of it, so that all the we're not leaving anything out. And
I love the age group that you can access with the camps, 11 to 14. These kids are really coming into their own. They have a decent understanding of the world around them, and it's a good time to kind of meet them where they're at and say, hey, you can use your voice, you can speak up, don't be afraid.
Yes.
Okay,
Absolutely.
let's talk about, we talked about the being assertive 3-step model. Can you tell me more about what that means?
So we teach this 3-step model of assertiveness, and it's name it, frame it, change it. So let me explain what that means. We use this example because this is relevant in a lot of people's lives. What if you have somebody in your life who's a hugger and you're not? So how do you set that boundary without sounding like, God, you're so huggy, right?
Right.
So name it would be like, wow, I noticed you're a hugger. Frame it is, did you know that I'm not?
Oh, there you go.
So instead, can we fist bump instead? That would make me feel better.
I love it.
So that's a way to set a boundary. That's a kind way. We're leading with empathy and compassion, right? And so Toni's taken that 3-step model and really pivoted to what youth need with that. So I would love to share, for you to share an example of how we teach that.
So it just plays so beautifully off of your last segment, because we're teaching youth how to use this model, this name it, frame it, change it. And the example we give is, the adult, when they're so excited to pick you up from school, and maybe they're the first one you've seen after a really long day, and maybe you're not quite ready to give all that energy away. And so we were going to kind of model it, and Sarah's going to be the adult who's picking me up from school. I'm the little middle schooler on my way home after a long day.
Okay, go for it.
Oh my gosh, it's so good to see you. I missed you today.
Hi.
Tell me everything about your day.
So I know that you're really excited to hear about my day. You're asking so many questions. I don't know if you know, but I had a super long day, and I'm just exhausted. If you just give me like an hour of downtime to sort of catch my breath, I would love to tell you all about it later.
Oh, absolutely. We can do that.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Oh my gosh. Amazing.
Right? So using your full words instead of just saying no or I'm tired, just giving that full framework for it.
Yeah.
And assertive communication, teaching at such a young age can only develop into assertive communication as an adult, right? As you go through those teenage years, as you...
That's so great.
Right?
And we're all kind of guilty of being the overexcited person that you don't realize you're kind of infringing on someone's boundary even though you mean well.
Right.
That's okay.
Exactly.
And you realize their social meter has got to be so low at the end of the
Yeah.
day.
Yeah. Okay, you guys have a couple of things to also demonstrate
We
for
do.
us. Show me what you got.
So we know that physical skills are a last resort.
Yes.
However, if I'm physically assaulted, I have the right to defend myself. So we're going to show you a skill that deals with one of our primary targets, which is the eyes.
Okay.
So first of all, we think of eyes and we're like, ooh, we don't want to think about that. But think about if you've literally gotten an eyelash in your eyes.
Oh, the worst.
Okay, so
Yeah.
just that. If you target the eyes, someone's gonna do this, and then
Yep.
what can I do? I can leave,
There you
right?
go.
I can escape.
Okay.
So it's called bird beaks. So you bring your arms up to bird beaks, and I come in here.
Oh my gosh.
And go through, and then I'm out.
I love that. Bird beaks. How
Bird
could you
beaks.
forget that?
Bird
Okay.
beaks. And if someone were wearing glasses, you can do a bear paw and just swipe the glasses off and then go in for the bird beak.
I love that. Okay.
So that's one strike to a primary target.
Perfect.
We also like to offer up a secondary target just in case. And if
Okay.
this is somebody who's coming really close to you, and maybe I can't quite get my hands up, but I
Sure.
can get them on their shoulders, and I can bring my knee up.
There you go.
And really drive it through the middle of those legs. And regardless of what body parts you have, everybody's going to feel that.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay. Bird beaks.
Bird
I have
beaks
a new
and knee
skill.
up.
Amazing. You two are the best. Thank you so much for
thanks for
stopping by.
having
I'm glad we got to share your resources with our viewers.
Awesome, thank
Hey,
you.
we'll have more information about Rose City Self-Defense, including how you can register for that free programming that we talked about on our website at katu.com. We'll be right back with more Afternoon Live right after this.